Welcome to my breakdown of my TERYX Backcountry Academy course. I'm going to share some tips from a pro athlete in the beginning, but if you want to skip straight to the skiing, I made a timestamp just for you. So this was supposed to be a backcountry steeps and drops clinic, but we got a lot of fresh snow in the past 24 hours and the avalanche danger was just too high to do some big lines. So instead, we kind of just reformulated our day to ski some low angle POW and talk about some techniques about scoping big lines and doing drops and stuff instead of actually doing them. So we started off the morning pretty standard, talked about the avalanche conditions and what our plan was for the day, and then we did some burial scenarios and some like shoveling techniques. So we made our way over to Disease Ridge, and this is where Tom Peiffer kind of gave us some tips, and I'll let you listen in on that.
Super good point. And what type of POW are you getting right now? Like big flakes. You can see as it's blowing over your tips, it's going to be a lot of really light spray. Yeah, but it's that stuff that if you put up too fast and too much of it, you blind yourself,
Now, what's your ideal snow for pillow stacking?
For pillows, this stuff, because it's so light, when you're hitting those multiple
You sink too far.
impacts, it doesn't give you much resistance.
Yeah.
So your balance point isn't getting shifted and thrown as much.
Yeah.
But pretty much the most important thing is your pop and takeoff.
So the audio kind of cuts off here, but what he's trying to say is that when you're going up and approaching your drop or jump or whatever it is, you really want to be set in your balance. You don't want to be making any last minute turns or having to slow down because you were too fast or any of that. You kind of want to be just going straight into it with equal weight distribution on both feet, so you can kind of set your trick or your pop. You don't want to be doing anything last minute, and that's kind of the point he was emphasizing.
Where are you dropping in from? It's a flat takeoff, steep landing, right?
So we kind of took a break here to scope out this drop in the distance, and Tom just kind of started talking about how the takeoff is relatively flat and horizontal and how the landing is super steep. So if you were to misjudge, your speed and go a little too fast, you could really go flying, and that's just kind of one of the things he was talking about when he stopped here. So as we were going up the chairlift earlier, Tom was really explaining the importance of scoping your line from different angles, especially when you're skinning on the bottom of where your line would be, or even going up the chairlift in the resort, you really want to be paying attention to what the line looks like. And specifically, he was talking about shadows versus areas that are exposed to sun. This is significant because you could be skiing in a sunny place where the snow is super compact, and then you switch over to a shadow area where it's super light POW, and that could totally throw off your line. And obviously those are the kind of details you're looking for. If you're a guy on Tom who was on the Freeride World Tour and is obviously a professional, but you can carry these things over into your own skiing. But yeah, that's basically all I could remember for tips. If you guys have any other questions, just leave them down in the comments. But other than that, enjoy the skiing videos.